Bondora Go Grow is lowering the interest rates, and that's the point where I say, that's enough. I'm taking my money elsewhere now. Why Bondora does this in the first place, what alternatives are available now, and where I'm reallocating my money, you'll find out now at Northern Finance. My name is Alex Bleck. Bondora Go Grow was launched in 2018, and back then you even got a €25 sign-up bonus along with a 6.75% return per year, or interest, as you can see here. And those were really good interest rates back then, I have to say, because now there's a very important context to consider. As you can see here, the ECB's key interest rates were at 0% for more than 2 years back then. So in reality, after deducting the so-called risk-free return, meaning what things like savings accounts, government bonds, and checking accounts pay, here represented by the gray line, so you actually earned 6.75% per year before taxes with Go Grow. The risk-free return was currently at 0%, and you got that without having to do anything for it. That was and still is a completely automated product where you just invest, and that's basically it. You don't have to do anything else, and the money will automatically be invested in Bondora's loan portfolio. So much for the product itself. Since 2018, a lot has changed in the market, and now there are again interest rates on savings accounts, government bonds, checking accounts, etc. The so-called risk-free return has significantly increased. At Trade Republic, for example, you get 2.75% per year. It's really simple by just keeping the money here, and this money is also state insured, and it looks the same at Scalable Capital. Both are indeed heavily influenced by the ECB's key interest rate, which has really risen sharply since 2022, as you can clearly see in our chart. And so, as you can see, the real return, shown here in the green line, has continued its downward trend if you invested in Go Grow. In 2023, the real return even dropped to its lowest point of just 2.25%, but then it was able to rise nicely again in 2024 and even increase to nearly 4% in 2025. Now, when it comes to the interest rates at Bondora, for the first time, as shown here in the blue line, we are on a downward trend. There's really no other way to put it. And the real return is currently dropping back down to 3.1%. This means that this recovery has now broken off, and we will apparently remain at a very low level for longer if we remain invested here in Bondora Go Grow. This means that we have already earned significantly less in real terms with Bondora Go Grow than we did in 2018 when they launched. If you want to put it bluntly, we are currently earning 3.85% in real terms before the upcoming interest rate cut, which is 40% less than the 6.75% we had back then. And after the interest rate cut that comes into effect on April 1st, we are earning 3.1% in real terms, even 54% less than in 2018 when Go Grow was launched. And now, Bondora's Go Grow product is apparently so popular that they have more demand from investors than supply of loans, and they are lowering interest rates to bring things back into balance. Because I cannot explain it any other way than that, when key interest rates are rising, they keep their own interest rates for investors the same, while they certainly charge higher interest rates to their borrowers. I could absolutely bet on that. And now, with these falling key interest rates again, they are lowering the interest rates for investors like you and me at Bondora. What think about the interest rate cut at Bondora? Are you going to stay invested or withdraw your money? Free to let me know in the comments below. I'm looking to the exchange. And the new 6% that Go Grow is paying, or 3.1% in real terms after deducting the risk-free return, is in my opinion far too little for the risk that one takes with P2P loans. It's not government insured like a checking account. You don't have the same safety as with a government bond. Instead, you're taking on real risks, and for that, I think you're just getting way too little interest at the moment. And we also don't have any currently available statistics on the current loan defaults and other important detailed metrics here at Bondora, especially in the Go Grow portfolio. They're just revamping the statistics page. It's been quite a while, and I really hope that you will add these and other important metrics here. Anyway, I'm not just complaining and wanting to point out the problem, but I'm also taking action and making changes. As you can see here, I've currently added €2,148 to Go Grow, earned almost the same amount in interest already, and overall I've invested €4,261 at the 6.75% rate, which will soon drop to 6%. Now I'm withdrawing €1,000 and I'm paying €1 in withdrawal fees, and the money has already arrived in my checking account. It happens within seconds, which is really the big advantage of Bondora Go Grow. Several platforms are available as alternatives here. I highly recommend that if you're a Bondora investor, you definitely check out my current top 10 P2P loan rankings for 2025 and beyond. I've linked it for you here in the info card and down in the video description. There I'll show you the best platforms and which ones are worth it for which type of investor. The biggest competitor to Bondora is definitely Monefit, which offers a very similar product with Monefit Smart Saver. But here the interest rates are at 7.25% and even go up to 10.54% if you're willing to commit for a longer term. I'm currently invested with 10,340 euros with 7,000 euros in the regular Smart Saver at 7.25% and 3,300 euros in the vaults, which have a fixed term but offer higher interest rates. I'm now depositing the 1,000 euros from Bondora here using my credit card, since it's free and the money arrives directly in my account, allowing me to start earning interest right away. Now that's all done, and I've invested approximately 11,340 euros with just over 8,000 in the main account, and the rest still in the vaults. If we look at my account movements, we can see that I'm earning 1.19 euros in interest daily, and I've also received the 700 euros repayment plus 74.15 euros in interest today from my first 12-month vault with a 1-year term. They're indeed back in the regular Smart Saver now. I can reallocate them whenever I want, or I can withdraw the money at any time. Plus, I also receive the monthly interest from the 24-month vault, which is 7.69 euros paid out on the first of each month, as you can see here. Monefit has now also definitely increased the bonus if you want to sign up using the link in the video description below. Here you get 5 euros plus 0.25% on your first investment and another 0.25% on your investment after 90 days. So that's a total of 0.5% plus 5 euros. Of course, I have also linked my entire test and on-site visit with interview in the video description below. It's really worth taking a look here. Let's draw a conclusion. I've certainly decided that 6% interest on P2P loans is simply too low for the risk involved, even though Bondora Go Grow is a really good product in itself and has definitely worked very well in the past. That's just too little interest for the risk you're taking here. And the statistics page has been definitely missing for quite some time now, for absolutely months I feel like it. And Bondora Go Grow hasn't generally become more transparent over the years, even though more and more investors have joined and invested their money. For me, this is simply not a development that I want to continue to support with my money. Let's see how things develop in the coming months. First, I'm going to keep reallocating into other investments. There are numerous options. Monefit is one option, there are many others. And I'm going to keep an eye on how things develop over the next few months. But Bondora is kind of slightly on a downward trend for me. I have to be completely honest about how it is. All links are also below in the video description if you want to look for alternatives. And with that, I wish you a good return, no matter how you invest, and see you next time.